What's up, 501? Sorry, I'm getting a share to the. I accidentally hit the wrong button. There we go. We got a share group 501. There we go. All right, something coming with Jimmy. So I asked Seaton to jump on with me. So appreciate him. He just fresh off a regional win in West Plains. So I appreciate him jumping on tonight. Got you a big dub today.
Got me a big dub today. Hard dub today. They got a guy up there. His name's Hunter McCullough. I guess he got his pro card this year at the ACO. That some gun can throw some bags.
Yeah, I think that was one of the guys that Brandon was competing with there at the end. I think it was him and Matthew Davis. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them trying to get those last 3 or 4 spots. So that's pretty cool. Got a cool show tonight. Got Seaton on. We're going to do regional predictions, do some podiums, and also we got Hunter and Rachel on the show. We'll get them on here in a second. We're going to start bringing in some guests now. But first, let's get to the podiums. We ain't going to talk about football. Me and Seaton just talked about it. Dolphins got thrashed. Cowboys
are terrible.
Yeah, so there ain't no need bringing it up. But anyway, Hard Rider 8 and 9 have Bustle and Scotty T. I love seeing Scotty T getting some first places. That's pretty cool. Brad and Randy, and then Joe. Is it Heartline? Do you know?
Yeah,
I think he's an out of towner. And the Disciple got third. That was 8 and 9 Monday night 2 weeks ago. Tuesday night we had an ACO women's. We had an ACO regional and BB. We had women's, co-ed, and seniors. We didn't have any juniors participation, man. And I know you like juniors too. So I mean, we need to get some juniors involved. I mean, don't know how to do it. It's free. Get a membership. It's free. You're only going to have 3 or 4 people, so the chance of winning some regional points are, pretty good.
Right.
But ACO women's, Lisa Hill got first place, Jordan Kirk second, and Jamie got third. Seniors, Robbie Burton with a first place finish, Stoney Tinkle with a second place finish, and Roger Dozier with a third place finish. So this weekend coming up, we'll get in more later, but we got another chance for women's and seniors and juniors and all the divisions this week. Co-ed, I think he's on here. We got Miranda and Anthony Kirk got first place. Jamie and Easy got second. They beat some good teams, man. They did really good that night. And then Nick and the Cheetah Girl got third. So that was co-ed. And I'm sure all 3 of these teams, well, I'm sure Miranda will be playing with Jeff this weekend, but I'm not sure who Jamie's playing with. BB number 48, you had Brad and Mershon with a first place finish. Hunter and Phil got second, throwing the FUCT bags, and AK and Nick got third. I don't get to say my name very much, so that's kind of cool.
Whoop, whoop. Come on, Phil.
BB lower. We got Freddie and Lewis got first. Cali Girl and Charles Rice Baby got second. And Snowman and JT got third. BYP, the welcome home Goose, BYP has switched. We did for him. I'm glad he's back home safe. He's been overseas for about 8 months, so nice to have you back, Goose. Cheetah and the Wolf, Nick Sample got first. Brad and Taddy got second, and Brad and Taddy are come on a little bit. Rusty's gone on a little road trip, so Taddy's been stepping in playing with Brad. They played some BYPs and some regionals together and done pretty well.
Yeah, they had a good run Friday night.
Yeah, no. I I think if they could find a bag, I mean, this is just me speculating. I think if they could find a bag that both like, I think they would probably do really well.
Yeah.
Phil and Dustin Harper got third, and 2 times. The Goose Switch, and I think I want to say Lewis twice is on this, so that's kind of cool. Lewis and Lacey got first. Cody G and Tracy Dean got second. And then Callie Girl and Brody Johnson, film guy, got third. Hard Rider 110 this past Monday. Brad Eisenhower and Sed got first. Toby and the Regulator, Jacksonville Regulator, got second. Disciple and Tim T got third. Regulator beat me Friday night. He was.
You can't give him an open board. You give him an open board, you might as well lay yourself to rest.
Yeah, and Cody G, man, he's kind of new. He's kind of stepping up. He's got a couple podiums, so that's kind of cool. BB ACO singles, and I'd like to dive into this one a little bit. I know you're out of town working right now, but it was a loaded field. I think we ended up having 30 teams, and we fluctuated from about 28 to 36, and I was going to split it if we had 34. And I just know we had some people couldn't play at the last minute, but it was really a loaded field. And your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's that roster, because I was watching from afar. I was watching on Scoreholio, and I was like, man, I'm glad I'm out of town right now, because gosh dang. I mean, the field was stupid stacked.
Hey, it was fun to watch. I mean, I think I played, I don't have a lot of points, but like I jumped in and me and Easy had played the first game, and I threw a 9-2, and I was like, I didn't even know what bags I was going to throw going into it, and Easy whooped my tail. I think he threw a 9-8, threw 9-2, but man, Kobe ran through the field. Sebastian and Zach's game was, I think, 34 rounds, something like that. I mean, it was crazy. We were at, I think it was, we were just sitting there watching. I think me and Mershaw was up there, and we're just like, and it was just the intensity of the games was so cool, man. Like, and even the guy that runs the VFW, the commander, coming in, he's like, man, that guy was rolling bags over, and I was like, man, these guys are good. Like, you're watching some of the best cornhole in Arkansas right now, and it's a Tuesday night in BB, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and the more you put yourself into that situation, the better you're off whenever you go off somewhere, because then it's just like, oh, well, shoot, we had more intense games on Tuesday night in BB than we did at this major,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sebastian's got more run than probably anybody in Arkansas, as far as playing, ACO, I mean, you've had your share too, but Sebastian's played some big time cornhole in his life, and he's still young. I mean, he's under 20, so you wouldn't think that he's that young, but
right.
Or he may be 21 now. I mean,
even though he's young, he's probably the most seasoned, most veteran cornhole player that we've got around here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. First place, Kobe. And Brandon was in the king seat, man. Kobe had a double dip him. And the board conditions changed that night a little bit because they were kind of slow. And then they just sped up. And then Kobe was laying down a good blocker, and Brandon's bags just kept going off the back, and airmail wasn't 100%. So Brandon didn't throw bad. It's just Kobe threw really well, But
whenever you come out of that losers bracket, I mean, you're on a run, you're on a tear. It's hard to slow you down.
Man, it's almost an advantage to be in the lower bracket, in the loser bracket instead of king seat sometimes. I mean, it's tough sitting there. It's an hour. Typically around here it's about an hour. Like you're sitting there waiting and the anticipation, and if you're not up throwing and. And then someone gets on the same set of boards for 3 or 4 games in a row. They know, it seems more like an advantage. But anyway, first place, you got Kobe Baskins. Second place, Brendan Lacewell. And third place, Sebastian Barger. So let's check the comments before I get going anymore.
Bill Bratsky says the Asian sensation couldn't serve 2 scoops of fried rice. I guess he's referring to to JT.
Rice, baby. But
That's a legendary name.
no, I mean, he told me, he's like, "Can you change my name?" And I thought I went in there and changed it. I seriously thought I went in there and changed it to Rice Baby, and I totally dropped the ball on that. And I appreciate it. I mean, it wasn't a racist thing, Charles. I mean, it was just I just dropped the ball on it. Mountain Crew switch. Brandon and Labiat got first. Blake and Ghost got second, and then Gene F and Bud got third. BB number 47. We just did one big switch. Taddy and Mershon got first place. Brad and Cody. There's Cody's name again. So that's 3 podiums in 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. Taddy and Mershon first. Brad and Cody second. Jeff C. and the Disciple third. ACO World Doubles Friday night. Tyler and Stacy first. Seaton and Zach Keel second. That was the last second team. And I think your partner was out of town.
Yep.
And Brandon, Lisa, third place. Cabot Switch, 176. It's hard to believe we got 176 switches there. And I wonder how many tournaments that we didn't count. And during COVID, COVID, we had to shut down for a while. So I think we easily probably got over 200 tournaments there.
That's a lot of freaking tournaments.
Brent and Charles V. That's a lot of weeks. I think we've been playing there. I think we started October of 2019 there. I think is what it was. But we got shut down for a while too. COVID did us a number. Brent and Charles V got first. Jimmy Johnson and Cody got second, and Bustle and Big Perm got third.
Cody just lives on the podium, don't he? It's just living on there.
Yeah. Let's bring in our guest. They don't need any introduction. If you play cornhole, I'm a mute. As y'all muted yourselves, so you have to unmute your. There you go.
Yeah,
I can't unmute you if you muted yourself. But
I unmuted myself for half a second, and then
anyway, welcome on the show. Lost my train of thought. I've had a few cold beers today. But anyway, welcome on there. So how long y'all been playing cornhole?
A little under 2 years.
When you started?
I've been a little bit under 2 years. She's been in a wheelchair about 6 months, and then out of the wheelchair maybe 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she had a battle through for a while, and now she's starting to throw and throwing good. She got a couple podiums lately. I see all your trophy boards in the back. That's a pretty cool setup. Yeah. I mean, you're not there. You gotta get them hung up. You need some screws. I'll sell you some screws. Look at you.
There's a whole lot more. We moved in, and I didn't want to put them all up.
Well, you need to go put them up, hang them up, and
I make sure her singles win. That's the one on top.
Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah,
it looks awesome. I feel like you need a new interior designer because that blanket's just throwing it all off.
Well, I was actually thinking about putting the Dolphins right there, but they can't seem to win a game here recently. I was going to do Cowboys, but they can't seem to win a game here recently. So I thought, 3-0 sounded really good.
So you're just coming and firing shots right away, huh?
No.
Welcome to the show, Hunter Hill.
I mean, that the first time you ever walked into a 501 cornhole event, you did the same thing. So I mean, we're gonna roll with that. Is that what we're gonna do? Like you come up to the table, and the first thing you did was start firing shots. So I'm like, all right,
you gotta keep the same energy.
Who's this cat? 100%. I don't care if you ever come back. I mean, that's just kind of what I was thinking. So like, I probably want to put you on the show again. So I'm gonna let you know. But anyway,
dang,
Eddie's had some good runs. And you know what? And Seaton, we'll get back to it. But remind me the major. I didn't bring up the major last week. But I'll just talk about that. But anyway, Shady's traveling this year and trying to become ACO pro. He's teamed up with Anthony Kirk, and he's had, they both have some pretty good finishes the last two. Y'all been to 2 majors this year so far, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they're trying to get some 501 needs some more ACO pros. I mean, we got some people traveling this year, and I guess you're sponsored by, is it CX?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to push some bags on me? I'm giving you the opportunity to push some bags.
Come on.
Shoot, I mean the fucks. They're probably my favorite. Hey, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
No, they are called. They are called. Whenever they told me if I wanted to throw the bag, they said fucks.
What do you like? What do you like about them? Do you like more of the field? Do you like it's, is it just an opportunity, or was it the company that came to you, or is it the bag that you kind of?
All right. So whenever I picked up the bag, it was very, very similar to the bag that I've always thrown. My first bag was a Viper C, and then I went straight to the Viper R. So the Viper R slowed my game down. I kept the bags on the board, and the fucks are basically the exact same bag, but they're a little bit more faster, and it feels like I can bully a whole lot more. My cut shot's not as good as it used to be, but the bully game is where I'm trying to go for right now. Just go in the hole. They can't beat
Is
you
it-
on 12s.
Is it one of those bags where, so like for me, if I'm playing at a venue, say it's Louisiana, and the boards are stupid slow, my octanes are perfect. But if I get into a venue where the boards are super fast, I feel like I need to swap to the Phase X. Does CX is that something like that bag's good for all boards?
Well, if the way that I've been playing it recently, it's like every time we go to a major, the boards are super, super slow. So I have to throw it a little bit harder. But I have been throwing like off and on these bags that are called the Ludes, and they're a little bit faster, and they've been playing really, really well. Like my cut shot doesn't work with the fast bag, but like if I just need to go in the hole, that they're dang money.
Gotcha. Cool.
So, is it true that someone a couple weeks ago actually threw those bags in a tournament better than you did?
No, I think that guy that you're thinking of threw one game. He had like a 5 point something in the King Seat game.
Oh, that's okay. That was against Nick, and Nick didn't shoot.
That was against Bad Brad.
It was one game, but anyway,
It was one game. Yeah.
Anyway, Rachel next to you was our FFS Player of the Week last week. She's had a big win at MBB. Has come on a little bit. Are you going to start participating in the women's and co-ed? And I mean, do you have aspirations to be getting to the competitive side, or are you just going to remain playing for fun?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yes, I will.
Of course.
So right now, I have no intentions on like traveling or anything. Just for the simple fact of when I do travel, I can actually watch Hunter, and it's like kind of a relaxing, and I don't have to worry about going there and constantly being stressed and like, oh my gosh, am I gonna win? I've got to throw really well. I want to watch Hunter, but I can't watch Hunter. So right now, no, I have no intentions. Maybe in the future, but right now, no.
I mean, hey, that ain't for everybody. I've always told myself I can drink a few cold beers and be competitive. I'm happy. Like I have no aspirations to go be a pro. So I mean, I totally respect that. Some people do, some people don't. So I mean, ain't giving there. I guess back to you, Hunter. Who is someone that you just hate playing on the courts? And two, who is someone that you just love to compete against and love to beat?
Somebody that I hate playing against every single time is Chris Seaton, because he is going to first bag is going to be perfectly right in the middle, and those next three are going to be air bells 100% of the time, 100. And then you got somebody that I'm just like undefeated against this guy. Like I've never lost, basically. I mean, I might as well be his dad. Phil Wynn. Yeah.
That's not true. You know that. So.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I wish I would have prepared a little more, but there's no way that you like. I had you like 3 or 4 times in a row. So
okay. So last year, let's go back to last year. How many times in a row it got so bad that you're like, this guy, the Hills are. You said, quote unquote, the Hills have something against me.
Yeah, they do. Like 100%, and that's fine. I don't care. I embrace it, but it's cool. But I get the best of the heels, just like y'all get the best of me sometimes. But it is what it is. But hey, what all you're doing is putting a little fire under me. I'm just letting you know.
The person that throws lights out against me every time I throw.
I'm finna. All that's gonna make me want to do is FUCT you up. So. Keep pushing me. But
the timeout remains undefeated.
Yeah. Oh my God. So we're in the middle of a game. And we're up big. We're up +10. And
winners bracket of the major.
Yeah, at a major, and he calls a timeout, and I think we scored 2 more points. It was like 16, and I think we finished off at 18.
Yeah, it was 16-0. 16-0.
Yeah.
So what's your best major finish?
33rd. I lost to Christopher, the one that just moved from Florida.
Oh, Craig.
The one we traded for. The one we traded for Austin Potts, man.
Right, yeah.
I need him around more. If we trade him for Austin Potts, we need him around. So.
Yeah, he played a dirty game, and I had an opportunity to score 6, and every single one of my bags in the hole. The middle bag wasn't even touching the board, and I lost.
That was rough. I was watching that game. That was tough.
Yeah.
So you've recently started to play with Anthony Kurt, and y'all both are throwing the CX bags, the FUCTs, and how many majors are y'all planning on hitting? Singles and
I'm planning on hitting 14 or 15. That's the plan. He's saying he's going to hit 13. I might travel for 1 extra. I'm still in the mix if I'm going to go to Pennsylvania or not. That's where my sponsor is and all that. So, I kind of want to, and I also want to go to a Steelers game. Oh, I can't.
You said Pennsylvania?
I can't go because the Slider Cup's that week. Never mind.
Weekend.
I thought about it. Yep.
Well, we ain't got.
I have to keep him in line, keep him in check.
Yeah, don't bring up Slider Cup. We ain't got all into that yet.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Steve, you got anything else for him?
Well, not really any more questions, but I do want to have it's a good testament to you and Anthony, because there's so many times where people partner up and they'll play a game and then they'll go do whatever, right? Or even in singles, they'll go play a game and then they're just off in la la land. The one thing that I really like that Hunter and Anthony do is they'll play a game, win or lose, and then they're going to go find another game, and they're dissecting shot by shot and kind of diving into each other's head. And I kind of touched on that on the broadcast on Friday, that learning how your partner thinks and, teaching your partner how you think. Short-term success is probably not going to be there, but long-term, when you look into January, March, when you get closer to Worlds, I mean, y'all are going to be a really tough team to play against.
Appreciate that.
So do you think having that bond with your partner, do you think it makes you a better team, or do you think Seton because random players will just like you and Zach Friday night, jumping in and playing together. Y'all played together before, of course, but do you think it's better to have that bond and that chemistry? And
well, I think it's important for teams to understand each other as far as if I mess up, let's say I throw a 4 and give up 8 points. I'd love for my partner to be like, he didn't do that on purpose. He's trying to throw a 12. It just sometimes doesn't happen like that. But if you get those partners that give you this death stare after you throw a 4 or 5, you're done for the whole game.
Well, now that you're talking about breaking down the broadcast Friday night, how many times you see me give DK a death stare? I felt like it was all night. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, anyway, all night. But anyway, I love DK. I love throwing with DK. He knows that,
Yeah. And I do feel like the more you understand your partner, say if he what your partner's really good at and you know what your partner's not good at, and when he's trying something he's not good at into one of those heated moments, then after the game you'd be like, hey, do what you're good at. Stay inside your box and pass the bags on.
Man, that's good advice. A wash is a win. I've heard you say that several times.
all the
Absolutely.
time.
I mean,
And the thing that I always try to like get me and Anthony to do, like before we ever became partners, I said, "What bag of these do you want to throw?" I said, "Whatever bag you're going to throw in singles," I said, "I am too. I don't want to have to relearn a new bag just to throw doubles." I asked him, I was like, "You get to pick the bag. I'm cool with anything. You pick it, and I'll throw it. I don't want to have to relearn something just for a different event. Like I throw the same bag in singles and doubles."
awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all jumping on. Shady, I appreciate your loyalty to 501 and Rachel too. You know, I mean, like you've been part of us for a while now, and love having you part of the family. And I love the competition and competing against you. And I'm going to beat your ass this weekend. Just know that.
No, not
Hey.
this week. Not next weekend.
Y'all have a good
Not
night. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you, guys.
Back to the major, and I totally, man, I'm telling you, I was watching the game. Dolphins had a late game today, so I went to do show prep. I totally forgot, but we had a major last weekend in Bryan, Texas, and I think Smiley, Brandon, Hunter, and Anthony went, right? Is that correct? Just them four?
And then me and Travis.
Yeah, and Travis. I don't want to forget nobody. And I should have went back and looked, and normally I do. And
Trampus was there.
Yeah, Trampus went. Trampus is playing. Trampus is balling. And I love it. You know, the other night we were playing him. Like I feel like if you get first bag on Trampus, you know, it's an advantage. But if he gets first bag on you, boom, 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 boom.
Good
like
luck.
the confidence
You're
level when
chasing.
he has first bag and when he don't is cool. But congratulations to Smiley and Brandon. They won co-eds, won a major co-ed, both got a purple jersey. Their first jersey. So their first purple jersey. So congrats to them. And I didn't want to, not bring that up, but I just forgot to write it down. But anyway, moving on.
And that major in Bryan is typically like the last 2 years that they ran it was a smaller major, but now this year it kind of transitioned into this like super stacked small field. Like that co-ed field that they beat was an impressive beat. Like Chad and Kim Jackson were there. I mean, there was a bunch of good co-ed teams.
Oh yeah, no, you look at the teams, and I mean, anytime I feel like you go to a major and you're going to play co-ed women's, seniors, juniors. I mean, anything you're going to play, like you're just not going to go in there and just. It's not like winning a regional. I mean, like you're going to play some people that one play a lot of majors and two have really good experience. So I mean, that's huge win. I just look back, Seton, on 2 or 3 years ago when 501 was traveling to majors and come back 0-2. How'd you do 0-2? How'd you do 0-2? You know what I mean? And it's cool now looking back on it that how it's evolved, and now like there's players that actually go and make main brackets because a couple of years ago, man, like you go make the main bracket, that's a big deal, And
it's a huge deal.
I'll never forget the time that we played y'all, and I still pissed off about this day. Robbie went and got the Green Vipers out, and I think y'all beat us. Like y'all beat TJ Miller and and then y'all beat me and Jimmy because me and Jimmy was strutting in there like we were just going to go in there and kick everybody's tail, and you and Robbie put us out, and it's like damn it, But it was 0-2. It just had so many people go 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. So it's really cool now watching, everybody go travel. I mean, we got probably 15 to 20 people that's traveling now, and they're winning games. I mean, women's last year in Bentonville. I mean, I think we had 7 or 8 women in top 9. I mean, you had Jamie Jordan, LT, Smiley, Lisa, Miranda. I mean, I can't.
Cheetah girls in there.
Names, but in singles we had several make the main bracket, so it's that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool watching players play now and competing, and and it's cool for 501, like getting those things. But anyway, the next thing I'm on to, surprised I ain't got the squirrel emoji yet from my wife. I wanted to start doing something special for players who have. It's going to be like a player of the month, and I forgot to get the FFS player of the week, so I'll get that and post it. But we're going to start doing a player of the month, and for the month of September, I had these on display the other night at Cabot. For the month of September, this trophy board is going to someone that's not necessarily a player of the month, but I think he's been a player of probably 2 years, and it's Jeff Clifton. And the reason I chose Jeff Clifton this time is when Jeff walked in, he was friends with Matt and Lucky, and he come in and watched, and his growth, sportsmanship, positive attitude. I feel like he's been a blessing to 501 Cornhole. I feel like he's been a very positive person for 501 Cornhole, and I hate throwing against him. Jeff's a really good thrower. He's had really good runs in seniors, and him and Miranda got second at a major a couple weeks ago, but he's our first player of the month, and I probably would give him player of the year if I could. I mean, that's just I think a lot of Jeff Clifton, and I know he's probably not watching. I wish he was, but this is for you, the first one, and we'll have one for October, November, December, and we're looking at sportsmanship. We're looking at camaraderie. We're looking at all the good stuff. I mean, positive attitude. I can't tell you how many times I looked across, the VFW, and I see him down there trying to teach someone how to throw. And kudos to him. And I don't know. That's about all I got for that.
Yeah, I mean, he is a true testament to the sport of cornhole. Like, all in all, like everything you'd want in a cornhole player, he brings it to you. Everything you'd want in somebody that's a part of your club, I mean, he brings it. And he's probably the only opponent that wants your bag to go in more than you do. He's sitting there, he's rooting for that bag to go in the hole, and you're throwing against him.
And I honestly can say, I think a few times, if you're struggling, he may throw one off on the side just to get you going. And not a lot of people do that, but I believe he does that. I believe there's times where he'll oh man, he'll throw that one on the side. Oh man, I missed it. And I know he's done that for me. I think he's done that for me, and he's just a good dude, man. At first, man, I thought he would do that whole thing to mess with your game and try to mess you up, but I don't think that now. So.
Yeah. My favorite story that I've got on Jeff is, he does have that sportsmanship part of him, and he's almost too nice, right? But there was a time I was in a tournament. I can't remember if I was in the third place of the championship game, but it's a doubles match, and we are just getting obliterated, right? So it's 18-0. I sold the bag. My last round, it was all airmails, and all of them went to the back, back off the back of the board, right? And I'm, mad that we lost. But then he comes up to me. He goes, what were you doing there? I was like, I don't know. We were lost. And he's like, yeah, don't do that. Don't give up, So he's also got that stern edge to him, to where if you're messing up, he'll let you know, which I appreciate, because not many people do that.
No, a lot of people just, they don't. They just try to get the W and get out of there. But he's a great asset to our group, and love Jeff. I don't know. Hope he continues playing for a long time to come. But on to regionals this weekend. We have a big regional at Cabot, and Friday night it's going to be co-ed blind draw. Saturday we're going to have seniors, women's singles, doubles, seniors, women's, juniors, everything. We're gonna have everything, and we may break down tiers depending on the size. We may do a singles tier and doubles tier. I mean, I need to dibble on that and see, how to do that. I'm sure you're gonna be there live streaming, so
Yep.
we'll have a big weekend. Who's your pick? Who you think you think might bring down women's this time? We got some new people coming in. Look, I think Nicole and Ginger, and we got some River Valley shooters coming in. So, what you thinking?
My passion pick is Lisa. I love the way she competes. But like you said, Nicole, Ginger, they're coming from out of town. They always throw good bags. Cheetah Girl's always in the mix. For whatever reason, Miranda throws better in singles than she does in women's. So if she can throw like she does in singles, I like Miranda. But I'm going to go Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, that's a good pick. I can't pick. I mean, I guess I could, but I just want it to be competitive. I want 501, 1, 2, 3. But I mean, you look at, I don't know if Smiley's playing. I mean, Smiley's PPRs at majors have been really high. You know what I mean? Like, she's been throwing mid-8s, high 8s. Jamie Jordan went 9-0 yesterday, it looked like, and had really good PPRs. So, I mean, Miranda's always going to be solid. Lisa, Ginger's really good. So, man, it's going to be a good time. I'm ready for the competition. Co-ed, same thing. I think Zach and Ginger are playing together Friday night. You always got Lisa and Brandon, and I think Nick and Cheetah Girl are going to be teamed up. You got you a co-ed partner?
Nope. I'll just do the live stream part.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, I might get Chris to come play, and we may take, co-ed Friday night. So, who knows? But singles, we got 28 signed up so far. If we get 34, we'll split the bracket. So just throwing that out there, y'all. Doubles, we have 18 teams. I mean, you have to say right now, Kobe and Zach are the favorites to win doubles. I mean, they're tough right now, So
yeah. It'll take a Herculean effort to take them down for sure.
No, yeah, and I think their confidence is just at a level right now where and hopefully some 870 shows up and we have some battles this weekend. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. I love the big regional weekends. We don't have them very often. Like last year, it's kind of, I don't know, just numbers. I think with the ACL, ACO, I don't know, numbers were just, we had decent size, but we need some of those 40, 50 people singles and 30 double teams. And, that one year, me and Seth won. I think we had 32 doubles teams. So, I mean, I would love to see that. That would be fun, but anyway, we're running long. Is there any other comments?
Got some congratulations to Jeff. JV regulators up in the house. Bud's in the house. Jamie and Miranda will not be there Friday night. That's pretty much it.
Brad's
no squirrel yet.
No squirrel. Maybe I've been doing well because normally I get it. So, Jeff Clifton, thanks guys. Won't admit to anything. Love all of you. So, thank you, Jeff, for everything you do for us. So, anyway, I guess that's it, man. I appreciate you jumping on late notice because I text you seriously at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Safe travels to Fayetteville, and we'll see you this weekend. And 501, appreciate everything. Appreciate all the support. Love all you guys. And may all your beers stay cold and all your bags go to the hole. We'll see you Wednesday in BB. Later.